original vision of self-custodial peer-to-peer electronic cash still alive, or did it somehow get lost in the crypto hype?
It's a great question. I think that it's definitely still alive. And, one of the things I remind people is I know people who have electronic cash and I know people who have physical cash in their pocket. And they may not put 100% of their cash or their kind of net worth in their pocket, but plenty of people still walk around with physical cash. I do, right? And so I have money that is in these different form factors. On top of that, I have economic value. Sometimes it is in things like the stock market. Other times it is things like real estate. And so every asset has a different way that you interact with it and whether you have custody of it or you don't. And so I think that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are very similar, is that some people are going to buy the ETF. They only care about price exposure. They do not care about self-custody whatsoever. And that is what they're looking for. It may be because they can't actually do self-custody. Maybe they're a big institution or something like that. There's going to be a lot of people who want to buy it and say, I don't want to own the ETF. I want to own Bitcoin. But you know what? I don't really feel comfortable yet taking self-custody. And so they kind of sit in the middle. And then obviously there's a very large and growing number of people who say, you know what? I've been down the rabbit hole. I want to buy Bitcoin. I want to own the actual Bitcoin, not an ETF, and I want to take self-custody of it. And so I think the challenge to the Bitcoin community is how do we educate more people? How do we get more people to kind of move down that funnel to take self-custody of at least some of their Bitcoin? It doesn't even have to be 100%. It could just be some of it. And so it's really not, hey, it's not dead. Actually, if anything, it's growing the number of people who take self-custody. And I think people get caught up on the percentage, which is much less important to me than the aggregate number of people who are doing self-custody.
Yeah, thanks. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's so true. We talk about that all the time in onboarding and related to education. It's like the worst thing that can happen in an onboarding experience is that a person comes in, gets rugged, gets scammed, loses money, et cetera, et cetera. So we're always trying